conclusion that it's actually Twitch that's kicking me out randomly. So I got an hour and a half into that one before it just died. I had to restart Twitch and everything. I'm going to give her one more shot, and if it dies again, then I'll call it a night. One of my preferred streamers is on tonight. He's playing a game I enjoy. He says it's got a new update. So if it dies, I'm just going to go ahead and go and watch him and have some dinner. But for now, I've been watching the Twitch bar, so as soon as it died, I knew it. The elevator's... Oh, is it? Is it the quick way? Is it, though? Maybe. Maybe the elevator's the quick way. I'm not sure. Welcome back to my one viewer. I was just saying that if Twitch dies again, because I'm pretty sure it's Twitch at this point that keeps killing my stream. If it dies again, I'm going to go ahead and call it quits for the night and go and have some dinner. But for now, I'm going to try and continue. I'm trying to remember how to get where I was. The elevator's gone. There's no way to call it. Okay. So is there no other way to get down there? Teleporter on that route as well. Or was that over here? That was over here. Let's go look at that, I guess. Stats are good. My phone is not jumping on the Wi-Fi, so I gotta think at this point it's probably Twitch itself that keeps dropping me. And because I'm on Xbox, it just ends the stream. There's no, we'll be right back, there's no hold, there's no nothing, it's just go on. Just an instant disconnect. Okay, I can hear myself thinking again. Another teleporter down here. Or was it the wall? No, this is the teleporter. I don't know what else to call these things. This looks like it might come out in a mine somewhere. I'm pulling. Fire! I love how the stream died in the middle of a loading screen, too. That could not have been better timing. I was thinking, I'm going to stream this for several hours, and then I'm going to have to cut up the VOD to make YouTube videos. And I guess I don't have to. It keeps doing it for me. My Twitch video playlist is just going to be half a dozen videos of this. Ooh. Ooh. I don't like that sound. I don't like that sound. Where am I? These things are definitely making noise. I can't wind them up. I don't like the look of you. That's interesting. I think those barnacles must be that spawn. It's another alien creature. Where am I? Samurai squirrel. That is indeed a samurai squirrel. What are you? Why are you chained up in here? Hello. Can I wind you up? Where am I? Book? 15997 AH. The Valine, they, I can't find the words. It's such a foreign life cycle. Perhaps not. They launch themselves across the expanse of space, preserved for eons until at last their technological arcs can hone in and carry them to a new home. They have no connection with their predecessors, but in spite of this, perhaps because of this, they have amazing recollections of their history. Their stories are epic, reaching back through the eons. Unlike many of us who were abducted, they were abducted as a whole. Their scoop moved an entire facility that was about to be annihilated. I have come to believe that they, perhaps more than any of us, have a deeper understanding of whatever the strange system is that we find ourselves in. 16333. I need to write this down. We buried Ji-un today. This place never really agreed with her, kept to herself mostly, depressed and downcast. Anyway, I digress. I stayed after spoken, and I was the last to leave. I wandered to the dome, as I often do, and looked out at the undulating saurian weirdness beyond the cell wall. Movement caught my eye. Now, on very rare occasion, we've seen Mofang scrambling around in the distance, but there have been fewer and fewer sightings over the years. But before me was a tall, haggard Mofang, running desperately almost directly toward me from one of the distant structures. It, I still can't tell the gender, got closer and closer. I thought it would see me and stop or turn around or be curious about this strange dome and our world inside it. But it continued running quickly, almost directly to my position. I was frozen in place with curiosity until my reflexes took over, and at the last moment, I leapt out of the way. But rather than hit the dome and fall backward, or come through into Hunrath, the dome flashed its familiar tone and the Mofang vanished. I was stunned for a bit, but I retrieved my wits and stepped into the dome myself to quickly get to the other side. After getting through, I immediately turned around and saw the Mofang outside on the other side of the dome, still running away from whatever it feared, but as if it had no sense of passing around the dome. Well, that answers the question about if a chunk of Earth is teleported to this other world, and that, with the mining town in it, wouldn't there be a chunk of that other world on Earth? But if it's also in one of these domes, no one would know because they would just they'd just flash right through it. As surprising as the event was, it did serve to settle a few things in my mind. I always wondered how no one on Earth noticed what had replaced the chunk of Arizona we have here. Read ahead. 16772. I've got to vent again. There are those who argue with me. Over and over, I demonstrate that in almost every cause, whatever the process that brought... Let's see, how long is this diary? It occurred at a pivotal moment. They tell their stories, and they still can't admit that the abduction actually saved each of us, all of us. What is it in human nature that grasps so strongly to the past that we blame our saviors for stealing it from us? Okay, just one more event before bed. If each of us was individually saved from something, then maybe all of us were corporately saved from something larger. Can we really be sure what's left? And this, the arrivers come from various places and times. Sarah got here almost 15 years ago from the year 2055, and Zeal got here just 2.5 years ago from 1942. What does that mean? Time here is shuffled and chaotic compared to Earth. What state is Earth in right now? When is Earth right now? I mean, that would make some sense, because the guy in the Welcome book from 1942 said that he was hiding. So something was on its way to blow him to Kingdom Come, and he got teleported to Hunrath. 16787 is 3:15 in the morning, and I feel compelled to journal this craziness. After spending most of yesterday meditating with the Arai, and then most of this evening discussing the nature of these worlds with CW, I did just a slip of infamous Hunrath hooch, collapsed to my chair. While I awoke from a dream, I'm not one who puts a lot of credibility in dreams, but maybe the Arai were able to move something in me to understand, or possibly because of the intense discussion, my subconscious mind was triggered to be able to sort out some logical connections. Or maybe it was the hooch. The dream, I was tending to a garden, an immense garden, and it wasn't for food or flowers. It was just about the health of the garden. I kept working and working to control it and contain it and make it healthier, but the garden seemed to fight me at every turn, and after what seemed like days of work, I finally gave up in frustration. And as I stood there, doing nothing, the garden flourished before my eyes, growing and spreading in every direction, because, I realized, the system that the plants were based on was not about me shaping and controlling. The natural system of plants is healthier when they are out of control, when they are free to spread and intermingle and cross-pollinate and mutate. Now, from a human point of view, that may not provide what I want. I get similar fruit, smaller fruit, and smaller flowers, and untidiness, but from the point of view of the plants, they grow stronger and much more resilient and resistant. The more they are scattered, the higher their odds of surviving. And now, my Twitch bar is in the way, now that I contemplate that, I realize that even the individual plant seeds may not appreciate the benefit of what's happening. They are torn far from their origins, forced into situations that seem extreme, possibly even destroyed by these new environments, but for the seeds that survive, now that's where real growth, strength, and abundance comes from. So beautiful and terrifying, beyond the beauty of it all, is a system and structure that defies understanding. Is the music over? Okay. It was very loud in my ears. Okay, what if this is all a natural process? There should be a question mark. Oh, here comes the music again. There should be a question mark at the end of that. There are signs of something behind it all, but well-hidden signs. So, well, if I look at all of this, the cell, the tree, the water, the seeds, the hub, the health, even the abductions, well, there seems to be a grand system or plan. The plan doesn't take me into account. It is unemotionally intent on the health of something much bigger. That may hurt my feelings, but, well, excuse me. What am I in the entire scheme of the universe? Oh, existential crisis, let me tell you. I have no idea what, if anything, might have put this process into motion, but that is irrelevant. Tomorrow I will talk with CW. He could be swayed from his battery plan. 17145. I really don't journal much, really. I came to write this down because I am distraught. As I contemplate the plan that I have set in motion, I realize that I have become the destroyer of worlds. I sat down to write to seek some cathartic tranquilization, and I realized the last thing I journaled was some esoterically beautiful philosophy about letting this garden grow. Not so reaffirming or calming, but nevertheless here is my reasoning, because I must write this down. Simply, it's us or them. Complexity. If this is some kind of garden and we're the plants or seeder, well, some of us have gotten together and decide we're the better choice to survive. If the others have unilaterally decided that we all won't survive, I am more fit, damn it! This is not me. I want to be calm, a garden, or ungarden, or grow, or what gives one species the right to destroy another species.